That's what I'm talking about. The dogs are coming to kill.
Escaped a member of our crew for crying out loud.
Your collision main event set for one fall is an 8-man tornado tag team match. Introducing first, Clark Connors and David Finlay.
Well, Tony,
Wow.
it's been clear over the last few weeks, nobody is safe when the dogs are around, especially since they've added David Finlay to their ranks.
Crazy, man. I hope it was Topher, but we'll see.
Well, the Dogs, one of the few teams whose bite is actually worse than their bark. David Finlay, their fourth-generation star, whose father, in my humble opinion, the greatest villain to ever lace up a pair of boots.
Make a good point, and your opinion is never humble.
Joining them, Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli.
I guess, Excalibur, you could trace this back to Gabe Kidd being a mercenary for the Death Riders not that long ago.
That's right, when Gabe Kidd was part of New Japan Pro Wrestling, he was brought in by Jon Moxley and the Death Riders because of his viciousness, his violence, his propensity for violence, but also because he was something of an unknown to the AEW locker room, very difficult to prepare for.
And their opponents, first, Roderick Strong and Wesley Squeeze Orange Cassidy.
It'll be interesting to see how the Death Riders and the Dogs are able to work. I mean, we know the association is between Jon Moxley and Gabe Kidd, but now it's on Clark Connors and David Finlay to work alongside Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta.
Joining them, they are 2/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, the Jet, Kevin Knight, and Mistico.
One of the great young stars and his trios partner, the legend himself, Mistico, a part of the trios champions. What an 8-man main event tornado match we've got. Hold on, the Dogs and the Death Riders getting the first advantage. The bell sounds. Remember, a tornado match. Action can and will spill everywhere here against the Don Callis family of Andrade El Idolo, Mark Davis, and the Alpha Kanosuke Takatsu. What a dive by Mistico. So many top stars will be in Edmonton at Dynamite this Wednesday, looking for a fight ahead of Dynasty. Big names like Jon Moxley, Will Ospreay will be on the card this Wednesday. Don't forget, Collision returns our usual day next Saturday. That's right, next Saturday night, right before Dynasty. Outside goes Wheeler Yuta. Here we go.
Now freshly squeezed, providing the launch pad for the Jet, Kevin Knight.
Oh, Kevin Knight can do some spectacular things in the air, and we saw just a bit of it.
Kevin Knight said that 2026 was going to be the year of the Jet.
Look at this kick. And a drop kick from Kevin Knight. And he and OC together. Oh, gotta take your hand out of your pocket. Okay, there's no
Knight
pocket.
doesn't have pockets. Oh, look at this.
Mistake, no doubt.
Having a bit of fun, but got to keep your mind at the task at hand when the Dogs are around.
Wheeler Claudio said he needs to go in and down. And a double elbow.
Some polyglots here in Winnipeg coming along, English, French, and Spanish.
You say polyglots?
Yes, they speak multiple languages.
Got it. Well, it makes me happy as a pig in mud to hear you do that. Up on top,
Because you barely speak one.
Whoa! Orange Cassidy. They're not done. I think they're going for their full clip right now.
Ready, baby? Let's go.
Suplex spear combination. No!
Stun Dog Millionaire spent too much time setting it up, and now Roderick Strong with the assist. Orange Cassidy back up to his feet. And Roddy with his favorite battering ram in his arms.
Gonna grab him again, shoot him out to the other side. This, gentlemen, is teamwork.
It's unorthodox teamwork, but effective teamwork by Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy.
And a pickup by Roderick Strong.
Emphatic mat return by Strong. Orange Cassidy the cover.
1, 2.
Swerve Strickland told Kevin Knight, if you want to become a killer, or rather, if you want to compete with the Camillas, you've got to become a killer.
Oh, David Finlay. Fan chant, this is awesome. And there's a big spear by Connors.
Knight's all on his own.
Yuta sunset flip.
Oh, great teamwork by the Death Riders. 1, 2, and a save. Barely. Uh-oh.
Well, the Dogs, Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong, brawling their way up the ramp. We now effectively have a 2-on-2 in our main event.
Absolutely. And
Flurry. European uppercuts.
Mistico power boots into the chest of Claudio Castagnoli, but now Wheeler Yuta and Claudio.
he's going to go for
Where this is going.
the giant swing. And Wheeler Yuta, yes, with the kick.
Punctuates it with the drop kick.
No one to save him.
1, 2.
Whoa!
Wheeler had a pretty good pinning combination that time, but still couldn't get the win.
The right shoulder slightly came off the mat.
Castagnoli and Yuta look for the fastball special, but Mistico able to roll free and avoid it.
Ducky low, Mistico. And again, yeah.
Mistico! Claudio Castagnoli in trouble here.
Kevin Knight up on top.
Where's Knight going?
He's going to go for Wheeler Yuta, I bet. Yes!
Yo! F-O splash!
1, 2, 3!
Here are your winners, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Mistico, and the Jet, Kevin Knight.
Kevin Knight's ability in the air is nothing less than unbelievable, guys.
Tremendous body control by Kevin Knight. Tremendous teamwork by Knight along with Mistico, picking up the victory over the Death Riders and the Dogs in this Thursday Night Collision main event.